What is up, ladies and gentlemen and ladies? Appreciate every one of y'all for showing up, no matter if you're in here right now or you tune in later on. I mean, because let's face it, I don't get many people in the lives, but on the replay, shit's been going down. Views have been up, subscriptions have been up. It's a blessing. Alexander, what's up, dude? How are you doing? Henry Butts. I can't wait for that to come through. Dak attack. Yeah, I know. Oh my God. What a shit show the Dallas Cowboys are. I mean, this isn't going to be a long stream, people. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know. But all I know is I have one Miller Lite left from Sunday. And we're going to finish this 16-ounce pint. And then we're going to head off to bed because I got work early in the morning. Texas Eagle was good, dog. What's the good, homie? Hope the fam is... Yes, the fam is great. I don't understand. The dogs, like, literally went outside like 15, 20 minutes ago. Okay, they're getting away from the door. They don't got to go. But what is up, Red Z Mac? How you doing? I know you're excited. Your brother's excited. All y'all giant NFC East fans are all excited. Y'all all excited because y'all all got the dub. And the Dallas Cowboys not only took the L, but they didn't even score a single damn touchdown Sunday night. And I mean, it is what it is at this point. I'm just in a state of complacency with the Dallas Cowboys because I know what this team is. I know what they are. And I'm not saying I knew what was going to happen. Of course, I predicted 12-5, because it happened last year. We didn't lose that much, but Dak being hurt. But like I've said in my videos, man, Dak Prescott will be back next. Yeah, if he's back, like Simon says, if he's back that soon, this is Tony Romo 2015 all over again. I went down to that game in Miami and watched him dominate against the Dolphins. Then the following week, I watched him take a sack, break his collarbone, and was done for the rest of the season. Now, I'm not saying Dak is going to re-injure his hand, but he's going to look worse than what he was, to be honest with you. He's going to look a hell of a lot worse. This is going to be a long season, but it is what it is. We've been waiting a long off season for this to happen. Red Z Mac, I need you on my show in a couple weeks when the Dallas Cowboys play the New York Giants. I need you on the show sometime during that week so we can, or even hell, we can do a pre-show on Sunday morning or Saturday night. It really doesn't matter. But I need some Giant fans on here. So need you to come on here and we can talk Giants, Cowboys, and what's going on with the team. It is CD season. It is because look. Last year is last year. But for what, and I said this in a video. When it comes to Dak Prescott, like here's Cooper Rush, here's Dak Prescott. When it comes to Kellen Moore scheming for Dak Prescott, I'll get Mets in on it too. That's fine. You want to bring Mets on? Bring them on. We can all talk. And then this is no TTC stuff. This is actually like we're going to be talking like Cowboys, Giants, the good, the bad, the ugly with our teams, whatnot, what we think is going to happen. This is not going to be no trash talking stuff. This is something completely different. But where we at? So what I was saying was is that when you look at what happened last year with Cooper Rush and Kellen Moore, when you saw that happen, the game plan got simplified. It was get it to your star playmakers and let them do their thing. With Dak Prescott, it's we need to spread the ball around. As if you noticed, Amari Cooper, I did so much stuff on it. I forgot what it was, what was his targets, but it was a lot less. I think it was like 20 or 30 targets less than what CD got. Crazy, right? Didn't seem like it, but yeah, but of course, what's his name? Cooper missed a couple of games, COVID injury. Excuse me. So it is what it is, right? What is it? 800 something yards. I think he's what he had. I think CD had 1,000, but watch this game plan be simplified this coming Sunday against Cincy. The run game is going to be up. You're going to see a combination of Tony Pollard and Zeke. There's not going to be any trick plays. I can promise you that. And if there is trick plays and they are drive killers like what they were this past Sunday, as much as I think that Kellen Moore has job security, as much as I think that happened, that's what he has, I think heads will roll if that shit goes down. Because this is, to me, it's Jason Garrett 2.0 as far as the job security. We saw mediocrity for 10 years, right, under Jason Garrett. 10 years. We were contenders, right, under the Bill Parcells era. At least he got us almost there, right? Almost there. Tony Romo doesn't fumble in 06, or was it against the Seahawks? We may be talking about a different story, right? Under the Jason Garrett era, it's just one bad juju after another. But what I'm saying is watch this game change a little bit or a lot on Sunday. More run heavy. Yes, they're going to pass the ball. It's going to be get it to your playmakers quick, often. Let CD do what he does, and that is be a yak guy, do yards after catch. That's what I think is going to happen. What's up, Prime Sports? How's it going? Let me see. The 3 Ob's going to be humble. They're not going to be in here by week 4. I want them in here by week 4, to be honest with you. I want them here all season. Because look, people. Look. I've been saying this all off season. Our team is not good enough to beat the good team. It's not. It never has been, and it won't until we get a defense like what we got, and then we put some stock into the fucking quarterback position. To be honest with you. We haven't put stock into the quarterback position since 89 when we drafted Troy Aikman. And people are going to sit there and tell me, because I've had this conversation, oh, it's not guaranteed that, the guy's going to be a star, he's this. I understand that. I understand. Every draft pick is a risk. But you got to stop thinking about Dak Prescott as the exception to the rule. Dak is the rule. 4th round pick for Tom Brady, the exception. Russell Wilson, the exception. Aaron Donald, the exception, right? Being a high draft pick. Josh Rosen, the exception. Okay, being the high draft pick and being the bust the way they were. Josh Allen, the rule. Who else was in his draft class? I actually think it was just those 3, to be honest with you. And then people want to sit there and tell me, okay, well, if not Dak, then who? I don't know. Okay, I'm not saying go out and get one of these quarterbacks, right? And everyone wants to tell me, "Oh, Dak was the only one that's still left in his draft class." His draft class of quarterbacks were shit, first of all. And I don't want this to be a hate on Dak type of deal. I really don't. I really don't. But what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say here is that just basically Sunday is going to be a different game plan, especially with Cooper Rush in there. With Cooper Rush in there, and it's going to look a lot more than like watch. It's going to look a lot more than what the Vikings game was. I wouldn't be surprised if Cincy goes back and look at that Vikings game and see what went down. Just the way Tampa did against themselves last year. How does your offensive coordinator basically call the same shit, right? Call the exact same shit as what he did last year. I mean, that's basically what he did. It's a joke at this point. It's a straight up joke. Oh, I don't even know why I scrolled all the way up. Where are we at? Cowboys offense is terrible and defense is great. Yeah, it's normally one or the other. It's never both. And that's the sad part. And guess what? The sad part is that there are dumbasses out there that are going to continue to go to these games. Look. I know I shouldn't be buying Dallas stuff. I really shouldn't. Right? There's no one that I want to buy. There's no jersey I want to get out that I want to go buy this year. There's nothing, right? There's not a color rush, not any. There's no one that I want to buy this year. But there's a hat that I like. And I shouldn't because it's almost $50, but I don't give a fuck. Once I buy that hat, maybe a shirt, I ain't buying another damn thing after this year. Until the Cowboys prove different. Until the next draft pick. Because guess what? The Cowboys, I think, found their new left tackle. If Tyler Smith plays the way he did this weekend, which his name was, and I think he was one of the highest graded left tackles either out of that played this week or out of the rookies. And I want to say it was out of all the left tackles that played, or offensive linemen that played. He was I think the second highest grader, somewhere around there. One of the highest graded ones. Or from what I saw. Maybe I was reading something wrong. I don't know. But the Cowboys probably have found their new left tackle. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But if you really want to get salty with this line, or saucy, then you should, bring in Jason Peters. Move him to left tackle. Move, what's his name, to guard. If it's really that much. If people are saying that's horrible, which I've been reading and watching some stuff that it wasn't even that bad, and it wasn't. Guess what? The worst player on the offensive line, Terrence Steele. Behind this offensive line, Zeke was getting 5.2 yards a carry, people. 5.2 yards a carry. But I'm going to tell you, next year's draft, it's going to be a wide receiver or a quarterback. Depending on where we end up, it's going to be a quarterback or it's going to be a wide receiver. One of those two. And it's going to be a heavily offensive draft. What I think is going to happen next year is that we're going to bring in some free agents on the defensive side to shore it up, right? Aside from Anthony Barr, bring in a corner, because we all know we're going to need a corner, right? And that's something you can't get in the draft. I mean, you can, but depending on where you're going to draft, the better corners come in the early rounds, unless we give a chance to, what's his name? Was it Bland? Bland? I always forget his name, but he's one of Simon's guys. Jerron Bland. I want to see how this guy plays. I really do. Let me see. Not a Cowboys fan, but I think Cooper Rush can win you too. Not with these next 5 games that we got. Not with these next 5 games. We have the Bengals Sunday. Maybe Washington or the Giants. Then we got the Rams again, and I know the Rams look awful, but I think their defense will dominate our offense. And then we got the Eagles. So unless we pull out a miracle against our division foes, I think we're maybe going to win one game or two out of the next 5 games. And if Dak Prescott does come, right, and for whatever miracle, whatever happens, he comes, backs and plays by week 6 or week 7 even, right, misses the Eagles game, comes back, week 7, plays against, I want to say it's the Bears. Then we got a bye or something like that, and then it's the Vikings, the Lions, the Jaguars, the Packers. We got a plethora of the, like I told y'all before, the back end of this schedule is fairly easy. Fairly easy. And I think our offense can dominate these defenses that we're going to play. I would venture to say this team is going to be 6 to maybe 8 wins, around there. That's what I'm going to be. If we get a 9th win, that puts us in the playoffs. And I'm not saying we're going to the playoffs because we look bad. Look how horrible it looks. The season looks bleak right now. That's what it looks like. No, it's not a bend, no break defense anymore. It's not one of those type of anymore. I know Red Z Max not in here, but 100. What's up, Almighty Fitness or Finest, however you say that? What's good, bro? Hell, or yes, I'll get Mets in it too. Already read that. Cowboys fans finally getting tired. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see what it's like Sunday or anything that goes on at home. We'll see, because to be honest with you, man, I honestly don't know. I know I'm tired of it. I don't think I'm gonna go to another Cowboy game in Jerry World for a while. My plans are to be venturing outside of Texas to watch games. And that's because I've already been to Jerry World a few times already. I've been down to Miami, and I kind of want to go elsewhere to watch games. I seriously want the experience of being outside in the snow watching football. Lambeau, something like that. That's what I want. Let's go Giants, baby. Yeah, I mean, enjoy your win, man. I mean, enjoy y'all's win. Sub 301. Sub Alex. Okay, bet. 100. Giants, baby. CD was like 52nd out of 80-something eligible in separation. He can't get open. No, I get that. I get that. And CD's not one that's going to get open. Guys, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Give me 1 second.
See here. Jamie, turn down that music. Christ, I can't hear a thing. Come on, Jamie.
Oh, God, fuck! Turn that shit off, motherfucker! I was getting changed, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that shit on TV. I don't want motherfuckers seeing me getting changed, you know what I'm saying?
Off. He's pulling his goalie. You're off the fucking camera. What the fuck are you doing, J-Rock?
I was getting changed, motherfucker.
Change my ass. You're fucking cranking
knocking motherfuckers.
That was fucked.
That was a bit fucked.
It wasn't that fucked, you know what I'm saying? I was getting changed. What's going on?
Listen, man, I got some good news for you. Get cleaned up, meet me back at the flea market.
Aight. Peace, bub.
Don't touch me.
You motherfuckers ain't gonna tell nobody that I was getting changed, right?
Christ, no.
All right, where were we? What were we? Yeah, and what I was saying on this, CD is not the kind of guy that's going to get open. He's not going to. You got to throw him open. Certain type of routes he will be able to get open, but creating that separation like Amari Cooper, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Yeah, we say that, but Kellen Moore not going to do it. He's going to be calling them bullshit trick plays and throw the ball like 30 times with no receivers. Like I said, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we're going to be on the run heavy this game because of what happened last game. And if it doesn't work and we do throw the ball like 30 times while Zeke is over here just dominating, right? Another like 5 yards a carry basically, right? Because it was 5.2. I think that's going to be the tipping point for a lot of Cowboy fans this year. You know, I don't expect. I mean, like I said, Kellen Moore's got at least 8 more years of job security, right? Because that's how long he's been the OC. It was last year, I think the year before, right, under Mike McCarthy, and Jason Garrett had 10 years, and I think Kellen Moore has 8 more to reach his 10. And then they're finally going to be like, okay, we got a shitty offense. But guess what? Guess what? Here's the kicker to all of this. If the Cowboys get talent back on this offense, Kellen Moore's offense will shine to an extent. It'll get you the points. It'll get you that first round or first number one offense in the league, all that kind of bullshit, right? It'll do that, right? Because you're putting up the points. But it's so predictable to happen, right? If you don't have the talent for Kellen Moore's schemes, you got what you got on Sunday. When you have the talent, like last year, number one offense, even though it got stale and very predictable. That's what happens. So imagine if you have someone who can scheme with this talented offense. Imagine what could happen. Fuck the Cowboys, Eagles, and Commanders. Giants all day. Well, you are a Giants fan. If we go like 2-15, Dak gets hurt again, like Rowan in 2020. Do you think we go? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a few quarterbacks that I have on my list that I'm watching just to see who I would want. There's a kid out of Florida that I'm looking at. Read some stuff on him. I'm going to be watching some games if I get a Florida game down here, I'm going to be watching it. The Bryce Young, I just don't know about him. I don't trust any quarterbacks that come out of Ohio State and Alabama. I just don't, because the teams around them the players around those quarterbacks are so dominant that it doesn't take a lot to be one of the quarterbacks. Look at Jalen Hurts. He got benched for Tua. Look at them two. Yeah, you see Jalen Hurts. He looked good, I guess, last week. But, again, he didn't look all that well, right? If the Lions were able to contain him in the run, which good defenses are going to be able to do, A.J. Brown doesn't have 155 yards. Jalen Hurts doesn't make a lot of those third and 8, third and 15 type of plays that he made to get first down. He had like a third and 16, and he ran for 18 yards to get the first down because no one on the cornerback side, the DB side, turned their heads to see what was going on. They just kept running with the wide receiver. Good defenses aren't going to do that, right? And then it's just not going to happen. So I don't know. I watched him against Texas. He struggled big time against an unranked defense, a defense that's so-so. We will see what Texas does because they play against UTSA. And UTSA, yeah, they're good, but if UTSA beats Texas and Bryce Young struggled against that defense, I'm really hoping that that's not what happens. I really hope we do not go after Bryce Young. Like I said, there's a quarterback down in Florida that I'm looking at, that I got my eye on. I think his name is Anthony Richardson. I think he's 6'4". To me, he's a splash of. He's got an arm. He's got a cannon. I wouldn't know. He's a passer, but he can run. So I'm not saying he's more of a. I don't want to say a Patrick Mahomes type guy, but he can run and he's fast. Not as fast as Lamar Jackson, but he can run and then he can pass the ball like Mahomes. So I don't know. He's a mixture there, and I like what I see. So I'm going to be watching some Florida games. That's what I'm going to be keeping an eye on Anthony Richardson. So, and Coach Dante, I know you're in here. I'm going to be scrolling down, get all the way down there. But Coach Dante, if you can do me a favor, I appreciate you for being in here. If you can watch some film on, because I ain't got the time, I know you do, Anthony Richardson, that would be amazing for me, and let me know what you think, because I don't know, man. I think this is a guy that I would like to see here in a Cowboys uniform from Florida. I know Sora is all about Florida, so maybe he can tell you some stuff. Where we at? Almighty Finance, you bugging Bryce Young led Alabama on a game-winning drive with 1 minute against Texas. That's look. I'm with Almighty Finance. Bryce Young is fucking overrated from what I saw. And like I said, I don't trust anyone from Alabama, a quarterback, anyone from Alabama or anyone from Ohio State. I just don't. I don't. It was against an unrated defense, so you got to take that into consideration. I'll take Anthony Richardson over him. Show the hat. I want to see how it looks like. Show what hat? Show that hat. I want to see what it looks like. Show what hat? What school Anthony Richardson go to? Florida. He's in Florida. Just look up some of his highlights. Hold on. I'm gonna have to scroll back up, guys. Anthony, I already watched film on Anthony Richardson. He's a solid quarterback. He's got a cannon of an arm. He can be a playmaker, very good runner, and he can throw on the move. See, that's what I'm saying. He can run. He's got a cannon. I've read this stuff. I've seen it. Like, this is a guy that I would love in a Cowboys uniform. He's pretty accurate. It's just one little problem. He just needs to step up and show up in big game situations. He did not look good versus Kentucky, but he has all the tools to be an NFL quarterback. See, this is what I'm saying, people. This is what I'm saying. Anthony Richardson would be a great pickup for the Dallas Cowboys in next year's draft, especially if we are not going to have Dak Prescott by 2024. I guarantee you, because you cannot cut him next year. You can't release Dak Prescott, do anything next year. Why? Because the cap hit will be way too great. Way too great. Okay? Whether it's post-June or pre-June, 89 million, 49 million, right? If you do it the following year, you can take an $18 million hit, right, in dead cap on the post-June cut and save you $34 million. I mean, I'd rather do that and get out of this shit and go into 2024 with a new quarterback, you know. So, I mean, the rebuild is coming. The rebuild is coming. Yeah, look, I said he was 6'4" earlier, and look, he's about 6'4", 220 pounds. He's a pretty good size quarterback, can stand in the pocket, can take a hit. He has all the tools to be a day one starter. He's got very good potential. See what I'm saying, people? And look, you're going to have the Bryce Youngs and a few other people going in the top 10 as far as quarterbacks. Depending on where the Cowboys draft, they can get an Anthony Richardson. They can. And this is a guy that I'm looking at for the Dallas Cowboys. This is, like I said, next year we're either going quarterback or wide receiver in the first round. That's what I think. It's going to be offense next year. Don't even look at edge rushers. We already got that. Don't even look at defensive linemen. Don't even look at corners, safeties. Cowboys don't even draft safeties high. Last time they did that, his name was Roy Williams, and the time before that, it was Darren Woodson. Okay, so what we're going to be looking at next year, and I'm not even talking draft picks as far as like, I'm already into the draft, let me look. No. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what the big picture is and what's going to happen. Let me play one more commercial, and I'll be right back, people.
Listen here. Jamie, turn down that damn music. Christ, I can't hear a thing. Come on, Jamie.
Mom, what the fuck? You don't see? Turn that shit off, motherfucker. I was getting changed, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that shit on TV. I don't want motherfuckers seeing me getting changed, you know what I'm saying?
off. He's pulling his goalie.
Girl, fucking care. What the fuck are you doing, J-Rock?
I was getting changed, motherfucker.
Change my ass. You're fucking
You
cranking
knocking motherfuckers.
That was fucked.
That was a bit fucked.
It wasn't that fucked, you know what I'm saying? I was getting changed. What's going on?
Listen, man, I got some good news for you. Get cleaned up, meet me back at the flea market.
Aight. Peace, bub.
Don't touch me.
You motherfuckers ain't gonna tell nobody that I was getting changed, right?
Christ, no.
All right, let me go. Yeah, I take Bryce Young. I wouldn't take Bryce Young. I wouldn't take Bryce Young. I would not. When Dak, you talk about first round bust. I'm not saying Bryce Young's going to be a first round bust, but I don't trust him. I don't trust him one bit. When Dak gets back, we can win 8 or 9 games, get in the playoffs. Look, I'm not saying any of that stuff. 8 or 9 games. I'm not there quite yet. I want to get past these first 6 games. It's going to be a struggle, cringe to watch, but like I said, you sneak out 2 of these games, you're sitting pretty. I mean, I know it's not going to look pretty, but you're going to be sitting pretty when you get Dak Prescott back and he's able to. And then you have Gallup back, you have Washington back, and your offense kind of comes back into play there with your defense. And here's going to be the funny thing: if Dak Prescott does make a push with these quarterbacks, you're going to see the fan base turn back on his side. You're going to see Jerry put butts in the seats again, and everyone's going to buy into the damn Kool-Aid. Once again, don't do it. Do not buy into the Kool-Aid when these guys come back. Stand strong, stand your ground. I'm not saying anything like, I've already said my piece on that. I've already said it. He is what he is. But, don't go drinking the Kool-Aid and get back, spending all your money on this apparel and tickets and all this other shit, because then they're just going to go back to the same old. That's what it's going to be. And it's going to be the same old. I just think that the Cowboys and the front office is going to put into play next year a little bit of something to get us back on the hook. Maybe it's time for a new change of pace. Anthony Richardson, like I said, is my guy going into next year's draft. Barring any injuries, everything is good. That's my guy I'm looking at. I'm also going to be looking at wide receivers because those are the 2 positions that we're going. How do you draft a guy in the 3rd round and then he's a healthy scratch for you? What does that say? What the fuck does that say? Almighty finish, your high R15 is not that good. I don't know what that means, but if Dak can stay healthy, I'm tired of the bullshit too, man. Our stadium is about to be like FedEx. Fuck it, let it be. Why not put Tony Pollard in the slot? I don't know, man. I'm not. Why don't y'all just trade Dak and Elliott? Trade Dak for what? He's worth a bag of chips right now. What up? Coach Dante, I'm going to keep an eye on Bryce Young and Anthony Richardson. Good stuff, bro. Got to balance. Keep your head up. All right, man. Have a good one, bro. I know you're gone already. Okay, you already watched film. You said you got a $50. Oh, no. I said I want to buy the hat. Like, I haven't bought it yet because I'm still debating on if I want to buy it or not. But I'm probably going to buy it. I just haven't. It's all the way on the other side of town, and I don't feel like going over there. Probably next weekend. I don't know. But it's the only place that I saw that hat at, and I want it. So when I do get it, I'll put it on. Okay, we read that. I'm definitely losing my patience with Dak when I'm talking about quarterbacks. See, and everyone's starting to see it. You can get Anthony Richardson in the first mid-round. Bryce Young, Tyler Van Dyke, C.J. Stroud. They all going. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I said you can get. I said Bryce Young and a few other guys are probably going to go in the top 10. Anthony Richardson, depending on where the Cowboys draft, who probably will be in the mid-round, right? They're going to have a high enough. They're going to win enough games to be in the 12 to like 16 range, right? That's what I think is going to happen. 12 to 16 range with about 8 wins. And you're able to draft an Anthony Richardson. That's who I'm looking at, man. That's what I have high hopes for. Look, I called the LVE draft pick. I called the CeeDee Lamb draft pick. I called the Micah Parsons draft pick. I told every person. Now, I didn't specifically name LVE. I said LVE is a guy I do not want. There was Roquan Smith was the guy I wanted, right? That's who I originally wanted. And Trent Williams from Buffalo. I think he's in Buffalo. Yeah. Those were the two guys that I wanted. But I said we were going to get a linebacker this year. And guess what? We got a linebacker that year. I said, if CeeDee Lamb is on the board, expect Jerry Jones with Mike McCarthy as the new head coach to start taking players, the BPA, right? Not players needed, but BPA, which is what they got away from this year. But let's go with BPA, and we're going to go with CeeDee Lamb. Guess what? We got the CeeDee Lamb. Back when we were playing the Ravens, CeeDee Lamb's rookie year, our linebackers are looking horrible. And I said, Micah Parsons is a guy that we need in the middle. We need him at the linebacker position. And guess what? Because the corners were taken, we took Micah Parsons. So I'm calling these guys. I'm calling these picks. And I honestly think, and this year, I said we're going to get a offensive lineman. That's where we're going. And once the two offensive linemen went that I wanted, I thought we were going to go edge, especially with what was out there. But we still went offensive line. Anthony Richardson will leave those guys going to the middle of the pack first round. What's up, Judah? What's up, 31 Cowboy? What do you think about CJ Stroud? I gotta like some of these quarterbacks I don't like. I mean, I don't watch a lot of college football. I'm just kind of getting into it. I know Bryce Young is Alabama. I think Van Dyke, is he not Miami? I mean, I could be wrong. And then Anthony Richardson is Florida. CJ Stroud, I don't even know where he goes, to be honest with you. Oh, that Ohio State. Like I said, okay. He goes to Ohio State. I don't trust anyone from Ohio State, nor do I trust anyone from Alabama. Because their teams are so great around them that it doesn't take much to be a quarterback there. Man, my allergies were great before I got on camera, and all of a sudden, I'm over here, allergies up the ass. Bryce Young is kind of overrated. I don't trust Ohio State quarterbacks. 301 Cowboy, how dare you? The best quarterback in the league this year will be from Ohio State. You mean Justin Fields? No. I'm sorry, but Ohio State quarterbacks haven't worked in the NFL. Neither have Alabama quarterbacks, to be honest with you. We have the exception here. No, you don't. Trade Elliott and start Pollard. No. Because Tony Pollard cannot pass block to save his fucking life. This is why Zeke gets most of the opportunities. The dumbasses on ESPN and NFL football and all that say that Tony Pollard is the best running back in Dallas. It's a load of horse shit. It's a fucking load of horse shit. You want to know why? Because there's a lot more to than the running back position than just fucking running the ball, right? You're the last line of defense on a pass block on the passing game, right? If someone comes through. And Tony Pollard cannot pass block to save his fucking life. Guys, I'm going to go off camera real quick, but I'm still going to be talking. Give me a second. Because allergies want to kick my ass right now. But I'm going to come back on. I'm going to come back on. Just got to clean my nose for a second. Don't need y'all seeing that shit. Addison out of USC. You have Jackson Smith, Myron Harrison Jr. Those will be some good wide receivers to come out of the draft. Yeah, but I feel like those guys are going to go in like the top top 12 probably. We're starting to see a lot of defensive ends go early. Wide receivers, actually, wide receivers go in the mid round. So we'll see. We'll see. So like I said, wide receivers and I'm gonna keep an eye on these guys. I'm gonna start watching some college football because I need to know not what I'm talking about, but I just need to know who I gotta watch and who I gotta analyze because I know who we're drafting when we go into that next year's draft. Whatever draft it is, I know what position we're going after. I've called the last 4 times, and I'm gonna keep calling it. This year, like I said, it's gonna be a quarterback or a wide receiver. One of those two. I'm gonna put money on it that it would probably be a wide receiver, and let Anthony Richardson go somewhere else and be a star, right? While we're sitting here with the fucking 4th round quarterback. So I'm gonna have to watch some USC games, and you have Jackson Smith, Marvin Harrison Jr., some good wide receivers to watch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Damn, bro, I feel you for the Dak situation. Y'all out here, y'all out of the race now, you think? I don't think so. I don't. AR-15. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've said that I don't want to be too optimistic here, but if Cooper Rush and this defense can somehow eke out a game or two, and keep us in the win. You keep us with a win or two, while he's out. And once he gets back, if you take, look at our schedule, it's fairly easy to win another 6 or 7 games, right? Out of the remaining 11 games that we have after the first 6 seasons. Games. So and all you need is that 7th slot in the wild card. And this NFC is not, the NFC is very easy. It's very easy, right? It's not. I don't see too many contenders. To be honest with you, I really think that whoever makes it to the Super Bowl on the AFC side is going to win. Buffalo, Kansas. Even if some divine miracle the Bengals get back there, it's gonna happen. The only team that I will say that they want to make fun of us for, that we played against and didn't score a touchdown, Tampa is a very, very good team. Very good team. That defense. Got to run. Yep. All right, Judah. See you later, man. How about Hendon Hooker? Don't know, man. Some of these guys, I don't know who they are. What's up, Mitch? How's it going, bro? What's up, Judah? Sports. I hate Ohio. I know you do because you're a Michigan fan. You got Tennessee Volunteers quarterback. Hooker is elite. He is very good, bro. I'm telling you, that's the best quarterback I did film on. Okay, I'm gonna have to go look at this guy. What's his name? Hendon Hooker. I'm gonna have to go look. Has some more upside than Bryce Young now, but Bryce Young is pretty good, but he's also overrated. He shows time and big game. He shows times and big game situation that he can struggle as well. Yeah. So I'm saying, Ohio State quarterbacks and Alabama quarterbacks, I do not trust. Mac Jones is all right. He took the Patriots to the playoffs his rookie season. I want to say that defense took them to the playoffs that rookie. Did you see what happened against Miami? No. But one thing about Bryce Young, he has the clutch gene. Yeah, I get it. I'm not, I got made fun of the other day when I said he's a Tim Tebow 2.0. Tim Tebow was clutch, one of the best college players in college football history. In the NFL, not so much, but he was clutch, right? So for me, I called him Tim Tebow 2.0. So I got a little shit for that. It was funny. But he gets off to slow starts. Bryce Young could be really good. I think CJ Stroud has more upside than he do. There is always that one wide receiver that will fall in the draft. Yeah, it will. CeeDee Lamb was for us that 2020. I'm almost done with this beer. I really got off track of what I wanted to talk about. Started going through. I stuck to one. I stuck to one I saw one comment, and it was about who I was drafting, and then I asked Dante about someone, about Anthony Richardson, and then the whole rest of the stream was about quarterbacks. So, but yeah, man, this is all good stuff. All good stuff. Let me see. Would you take Mac Jones? Fuck no. Fuck no. Mac Jones not that good. Come on, people. That dude is not that good. He's not. Like I said, I do not trust Alabama quarterbacks, nor do I trust Ohio State quarterbacks coming into the NFL. I don't. I don't. Look, the Bears took to. Well, actually, I don't even want to say that. I don't even want to say that. I don't even say. I wanted to say the Bears took Justin Fields because I'm not saying that he's a Lamar Jackson 2.0. I'm not saying it at all, but I mean, the shoe fits kind of, you know. I mean, the guy says he wears a size 10, but yet all I got is a 10 and a half. But he'll take it because that's really what. That's kind of where I'm at with Justin Fields. So, but anyways, guys, it's about that time. I'm almost about to get out of here. Look, guys, I know a lot of it's a mix of, different fandoms here, and it is what it is. I appreciate every single one of y'all for stopping by. Bro, it is crazy, dog. I have jumped like 300 subscribers in the past week. It is ridiculous. I am up to 1273. It is amazing. I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming in here. Whoever shares the stream, whoever does any of that stuff, to getting this stuff out there, to push it. It is awesome by y'all. Like I said, I'm not going to get a lot of views right now, but for whatever reason in the replay, shit goes crazy. It goes down, and I love it. But guys, look, the Dallas Cowboys are not going to change at all. It's never going to happen. At least, well, to be honest with you, I'm going to outlive a lot of these people that are in the Joneses family because they're already up there in age. I may be like 62 and Stephen Jones will finally die. Like that's probably where I'm at. I think Stephen Jones is in his 60s. Like he's my dad's age. Like if Jerry Jones has lit, he bought the Cowboys in 1989. Okay. I was a year old. I'm 34 right now. So for the past 33 years, Jerry Jones is, I don't even know how old Jerry Jones is. Let me look this up because this is crazy. The motherfucker is almost 80 years old. 80 years old. So if you go back 33 years, that is 46. 46 when he bought the damn Dallas Cowboys. Can you believe that? 46 years old and you spent $150 million to buy the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, and I got a video that I'm going to do on that because I had no idea, none whatsoever, that Jerry West almost bought the Dallas Cowboys. Imagine having Jerry West as the fucking owner. Well, he's dead now, but imagine having Jerry West as the owner. How different the NFL would be. Because let's face it, a lot of the shit that we see today, sponsorships, all that kind of crazy stuff, that's all because of Jerry Jones. Imagine if Jerry West was the owner of the Dallas Cowboys and stuck to the status quo of what the NFL does, right? But see, with Jerry West, he wants to win. He wants to, and he doesn't give a shit because you want to know what? Something that Jerry doesn't understand, or he does and just doesn't give a fuck because of what we got. He's still living off those 90s Super Bowls, right? putting butts in the, making people think that we're still there when we haven't been there in 26 fucking years, which I don't understand why it's taken people so long to get up in arms about it. But imagine if Jerry West was the owner or his son was the owner, because that's what was going to happen. Jerry West was going to have his son be the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. And imagine if that happened. And they don't give a shit what costs what, that they just want to win. Have a real GM in here. That is some crazy shit. That would have been some crazy shit to have Jerry West, the owner of the Lakers, be the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, because he was about to buy it. But you want to know what happened? Some bullshit got out because it was under wraps that the Cowboys were for sale. And somehow it leaked out, some shit went down, and then Jerry Jones went and bought the Cowboys. Jerry Jones had no idea the Cowboys were for sale until some shit got out on the media. That's what I learned from fucking watching Legacy on Hulu about the Lakers. I hate the Lakers. I'm a Spurs fan. But still. But still. Like, I wanted to watch that. You know, it seemed interesting. So I've been watching it. Every Monday, new episode. I found out that Jerry West was this fucking close to buying the fucking Dallas Cowboys and sending his son to run the team. Yeah. Imagine having Jerry West or his sons or someone running the team, someone who likes to fucking win and bring championships. Because like I was trying to say is, they know something that Jerry knows and just doesn't give a fuck. Is that to keep the fans happy, bring Super Bowls to Dallas, win the Lombardi Trophy, and keep it here. But, you know, what's up, David Eagles Champ 34? What's up, bro? How you feel about it? I mean, it is what it is, man. We got Cooper Rush playing as our quarterback. I'm not saying I have all the confidence in the world in him, but last year he did go out and play against the Vikings, right? He did go play against the Vikings. Give me a second, guys. Oh, sorry. He did go play against the Vikings, and he did fairly well. So this defense is a little bit better, but I think if we're able to control the clock, which is what I thought we would do this time around, right? Which we didn't, I think we'll be all right. But I'm not expecting much this weekend, to be honest with you. What's up, DCL? How's it going, bro? Appreciate you for stopping by. No, we're not. We're not going to have a real gym, not ever. But, guys, I'm getting out of here. I think I'm going to make me a sandwich before I go to bed. I'm not sure yet. But, guys, I appreciate every single one of y'all for stopping by. I will be doing my Boys Corner tomorrow with Cowboys Corner at 8 o'clock. Please tune in for that. That will be fun. And we're really going to be talking about some stuff tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Central Time. Be there, Cowboys Corner. With Cowboys Corner, we're going to be hosting the Boys Corner together. I'm out, guys. Have a good one.
I have never in my life felt so uncomfortable. Jesus Christ. Anyway.